They've talked about hope. They've talked about optimism. It's time to find out where this team is at. Opening night in the regular season, James and Ray ready to bring you the action. The crowd is alive. There's an energy in the barn, and this season is ready to get underway. The Reign have won the opening face-off and take possession here at the start. Quick feed to Lemieux. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. Breakaway! Look, he scores! There it is! His first of the season! Ontario's on the board here, and they've got the home crowd right into it early.
Aggressively out of the gate. They didn't give the opponent any time to get settled at all. I love their start.
Moves it around along the half wall. Pass broken up. Ontario's ready to go on the attack. Abbotsford's going to be able to kill a few seconds off now with the puck. With possession along the wall. Denies him! A chance in front! Scores! A power play goal!
Now, you know, James, I made a living on the power play. You got to keep listening to my stories all the time, but once you get on a power play that's rolling, you feel like there's a couple of different options. This team is good with the man advantage.
Thankfully, your stories are... Couldn't connect, although not exactly an ideal pass to begin with. The Canucks gain control of the puck against the wall. Taken by Yasik. Rips it from the blue line. Made the stop on the play. Here's a short pass to Grundstrom. Right up the gut. Here he is in close. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Puts it on net. Oh, he denies it with a fantastic stop there. Abbotsford's got a hold of it along the wall. Quick pass to Anderson. Here's a shot. Gets in front of it. Taken along the wall by Spence. Moves it quickly over to Fegamo. And that somehow stayed out of the net. Denies it again. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw.
I thought I'd noticed him being a little cautious after taking that early penalty. It doesn't help. He's in the box again. They like this overload setup. They used it earlier in the game. The quick puck movement is the key. Try to pull that defender just a couple of feet out of position and then take advantage.
They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. Here we go. Puck's in deep. And it's a quick pass to Juleson. And makes the save. Gives him a tap with the stick, and the referees don't like it. Sends it over to Anderson Dolan. And now he tries to get it across to Tynan. Here comes the official's decision.
A little bit like a hooking penalty. You're not going to get called for slashing if your stick's on the ice.
Ontario's got a 5-on-3, and the Clocks, their BFF here.
Potential big turning point of the game here. This is a long 5-on-3. Let's see if they can get something done with it. The trick is to be as aggressive as you can be. Don't be so patient that you never stress the penalty killers.
And he was locked in on that save as play continues. And now it's over to Grundstrom. And he caught him when he wasn't looking. What a hit.
As the coach told us before the game, they want to set a physical tone. There's a good hit early.
Moves it to Bjornfoot. There's a solid collision. Scooped up along the wall by Anderson. Grabs the puck here in their own end. And now it's grabbed by Fegamo. Inside the offensive zone. All alone. Oh, what a save from the keeper. He is locked in.
He's so quick. When he comes out to mirror the shooter, his reflexes allow him to wait, and he outweights the shooter here, and then makes the save.
Picked up along the boards by Juleson. Ontario's got it in their own zone. And now he moves it quickly to Grundstrom. Blazing in on the breakaway. Scores! What a enjoying the game here tonight. Another big face-off here on this power play. Well, Lardy's won the draw. Let's see what they can do with possession. Here's a chance. Turned aside with the glove.
Dangerous spot in the slot, and the goalie comes up big with the glove stop.
Dowling side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Ontario's got it, and they're on the attack. Abbotsford's grabbed a hold of the puck. And that caroms off a body in traffic. Dished on over to Dowling. Abbotsford's got the puck against the half wall. Lets it go. Oh, a clutch save. Quick feed to Anderson Dolan. Ontario's got a hold of the puck.
Moranen's up at the box.
The Canucks will kill off a few extra seconds now. Ontario's on the attack.
Oh, the power play melts away. They don't get anything on it. I don't think it's particularly important because they've got such a nice lead here. They just want to run the clock, though.
He almost lost it for a second there, but regains control of the puck. Anderson Dolan's going to play it against the half wall. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Oh, he reads the play really well to get out and aggressive to make that save.
James and Ray with you tonight. More than half the period has been played. Ontario's been showing relentless pressure lately, now up by 3. Anderson Dolan's got the puck, and they'll go on the attack. Here's a shot. Pad save. He's on it tonight. Feeds the puck to Jacek. Ontario's got a hold of the puck now. On the attack along the boards. The Canucks take possession in the defensive end. Pushes it across to DiGiuseppe. And it comes up with the save. One times it. Oh, wow, another great stop. Fires away. He gets that one too. Scores on the rebound and puts it home.
Hard work shows up in many different places on the ice. This is hard work. You've got to fight your way into the middle of the ice. Around the net, you're going to take some punishment. But with the pucks there, that's where the goals are.
Here in the late goings of the period, the Canucks are still trailing by 2. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Stoppage in play, offside the call. Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. Tries, wins the draw. They'll go to work offensively here. Hammers one. Denies him on the slapper. Takes the puck behind the net. Couldn't make the connection on the play. And he came up with a solid stop on that play. Here's a short pass to Lemieux. The Canucks walk the line. Quick shot. That was amazing. What a save by Copley. They are really pouring on the pressure here. Copley's on top of the puck, and that'll stop the play.
Pretty conservative play here, James, as he covers it up to kill the play.
Abbotsford's won the draw, and they'll go to work. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. And he hangs on just as time runs out. There's the buzzer. 20 minutes in the books. Second period just around the corner.
Visit our team website.
And we are just moments away from the start of period number 2. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. Well, this one underway. Ray, give us an update on what your assessment is to this point.
Abbotsford's puck possession was pretty dismal in that first period. They'd have the puck, and then they were like a turnover machine. They're lucky it's close.
The Canucks going to work on offense. Here they come up along the wing. Sent into the offensive zone. Quick feed to DiGiuseppe. Nice zone entry from the left. Abbotsford's got the puck along the wall. Ontario's got got control of it now from their own end. The Canucks scoop it up along the boards. Off target!
Not really close with that. He got lots on it, but nowhere near the net.
Oh, he had the right idea, but couldn't make that play with the pass. Oh, they couldn't connect on the play. Abbotsford's looking to break out of their own end. Sends a pass over. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Grabbed along the boards by Kupari. Tries to get the puck over to Anderson Dolan. Takes the return feed. Onterio's got the puck in the defensive end. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Canucks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Quick pass to Wagner. Feeds it on over to Anderson Dolan. Good hit on the play. Oh, what a save by Delia. They fight for it along the boards. Abbotsford's looking to break out. Puck grab by Wagner. Manages to hang on. He scores! The rain have continued to pour it on here in this second period, Ray.
Doesn't seem to be any way to stop them. They've stretched this lead out, and it looks like it is an easy walk home.
Takes the feed from the left side. Velarde's got it along the wing. Shot! Tremendous stop by Delia.
Sharp reaction save.
Sends it across, and he comes up with it.
Copley's goaltending at one end and the offensive output at the other has made for a good night.
More than half the period has expired. Ontario's really put the squeeze on here, now up by 3. The Canucks win the faceoff. There's a shot, and he gets just enough of it with the glove and keeps it out. And he takes the dish.
Ontario's got to be happy with the way this game has played out so far. They want to run this into the second intermission in the same way.
From the point, looks to make something happen. Comes up with the stop. Now a quick pass to Fegamo. Steps across the blue line. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. Ontario's got the puck. Lets one go. Denies it with the pad. Get a little physical there with that collision. Shot! What a stop as he puts out the fire! Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. Turned aside by Delia.
That is sweeping up the trash there. Good save. Off to the corner. Everybody can readjust.
Well, this has been a fun one here tonight. Great energy here in the building as well. We'll get a fresh sheet of ice and come back with period number 3 in moments. Welcome back to EA Sports, the final frame of this one. Third period underway here. This has been a total squash to this point. Ray Ferraro is at ice level and gives us his analysis of the first 2 periods of play.
Ontario's in a nice spot here. I mean, it's a comfortable lead. They'll be able to play 4 lines in 6D and not tax anybody too much as they coast in here with a W.
Poked away in the neutral zone by Pullman. Tosses it on to Jacek. Just wide.
Oh, he leaned heavy into that one. That's got a lot of velocity, but just pulls it way wide of the net.
Copley's going to slow things down and opts for the whistle.
He's had a really good night. He's been on top of his game, and there's not been much that's given him trouble.
James Cybulski, Ray Ferraro with you here in the early going of this period. And we've got a 4-1 hockey game. Moves it over to Bjorkwood. Puck scooped up by Spence. From the left side, moves it up ahead. And he regains control of the puck. Fires it on net. Big stop right there. Dickinson's got it on the offensive end. Denies him with the save. Make it 3 in a row. Copley's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. Plenty of playing time left in this frame. Ontario's been the better team, and the scoreboard shows it. 4-1 is where we sit. Tries, wins it in the offensive zone. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Abbotsford's got a hold of it against the wall. And not much on that one. Oh, another great save right there. Wagner's picking up steam. The Canucks take possession here in the open ice. Oh, and they probably want to redo on that. Into the attacking area from the left side. Goes right to the crease. Stretches one out to tries. Puck picked up by Mubarare. Oh, and that's poked away in the offensive zone by Joshua. Now he takes it over the line. And he slides it quickly to Fagemo. Anderson Dolan's exploring options with the puck. Tries, takes it along the wing. The Canucks carry it along the wall. Hammers a shot, and that's broken up. Taken by Fagemo. Oh, he got hit by a freight train there. What a collision. And now he moves it to tries. The Canucks played along the boards. Oh, tremendous athletic reflexes there with the toe stop. Abbotsford's got possession here in the offensive zone. Came up with the save on that play. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. The Canucks looking against the half wall. Great blocker stop by Copley. They are really dialed in here tonight. Makes the save. They are really putting on the heat of the ozone. Wide of the net there. Center and Kane in front. Scores!
Now they got the first brick in the wall here. They've got to build the wall continually. Another brick, another brick. See if they can get one more goal. It's not about tying the game yet, James. It's about giving yourself a real chance.
The Canucks still have a big hill to climb here, but they got one back, Ray.
They're going to have to get their D up into the play, take a couple of chances. One is not going to do it.
Ontario's won the draw in the neutral zone. Inside of the final minute here in the third. Can't find his man. Long breakout pass to center. Sets it in front. He scores! What a goal!
The good thing he one-times his puck. The goalie almost gets there, but the pass is on his tape in the low slot, and he beats him clean.
Abbotsford's come back with a big one here in the third.
Grind away, dig away, now you've got a chance, only trailing by one goal.
Madden's won the draw inside the neutral zone. Abbotsford's got possession of the puck. The Canucks cross the blue line and are on the attack. Picked up along the wall by Dickinson. Moves it to the middle. Couldn't get it to go. Moves the puck along the half wall. Settles things down and gets control of it once again. The Canucks grab possession of the puck. Gains the zone through center. The Canucks have it behind the net. Moves it quickly over to Dickinson. Copley's going to cover it up. He's been busy tonight, Ray.
And been good. A lot of times you get busy and worn down. I think that's why you jump on it, freeze it in a close game.
See if we can pick up some momentum again here as a face-off is ready to go. The Canucks will go to work here in the offensive zone. And he makes the stop with the glove. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Takes a wrist shot, and that'll close the book on this one as the final horn sounds.
I gotta say, as a player, the first period would have been way more fun to play than these last two. That looked like work.
Way more fun to call. You got some goals, all sorts of it. Really settled down there down the stretch.
That wildness always makes entertaining games.
For Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cebulski. We'll see you next time we drop the puck.